Yeah, so the need to discuss finance is it's actually somehow that finance is a major part of our lives as people. A major part of our lives as people. Yet it's not given the kind of attention it needs. And unfortunately, there are just um so many misconceptions when it comes to the topic of finance. So many misconceptions when it comes to the topic of finance. So that is why we are here. Is that right? So this boot camp, let me just tell you what to expect and what not to expect. Number one, you're not going to become you're not going to become a millionaire after the boot camp. No. The boot camp is meant to equip you with the knowledge that you need to begin your financial journey, to stop making some mistakes that might have been keeping you broke for, I don't know, for a long while. That is one. Number two, it is meant to help you begin your financial journey, like shape your financial framework, so that, see, there are some things that just steal your money. There are some things that work against you being financially um, independent, and these are the things that we are going to be looking at. So we are not here to do one magic or to introduce you to, and we are not introducing you to any business that you will do for 2 days and you become a millionaire mysteriously. No, wealth is built. Wealth is built, and it is built on the right foundation. The Bible says that if the foundation be destroyed, what shall the righteous do? So it has to be built on the right foundation, and that foundation depends largely on what you know. Sometimes it is what you don't know that is working against you. So now I would like to confirm if everybody can see my screen. If you can't see my screen, can you drop a message on the group so that we can get started? Can you drop a message on the group if you can see my screen? Do you like what you see? These slides are they not cool? Are they not beautiful? Are they not? Now let me tell you a story, and I would like to believe, Taiwo, I would like to believe that the recording is ongoing. Can you confirm that the recording is ongoing? Because we'll need to make this available for people even after the session. Thank you. So, and I believe that, Taiwo, can you confirm that? Can anyone help me confirm that the recording is
It is
ongoing?
recording.
All right.
It
All
is.
right. All right. Thank you. So, as I was saying, one aspect of our lives that we tend to overlook, and I shared something with my community this morning, and I told them that it is. I've met a lot of people who are building wealth and who are building themselves, and I've realized that one thing that is common with all of them, one thing that all of them always say is they wish they had started earlier. They wish they had started when they were younger. They wish when they had started when they were still small. See, finance is a skill that can be learned. Nobody became a millionaire by accident. Trust me. Even people that inherited wealth, that's by inheritance, not by accident. So you don't just money does not just happen to you, right? And the best time to learn that skill of how to manage money, of how to make your money work for you, of how to set yourself for a financially abundant future, the best time to start learning it is now. Why now? Because now, for some, I don't know for everybody here, but I know that for some of us here, we are still under the share of our parents. Some of us might have moved out. Some of us might still be students, and we are collecting allowance and they are taking care of our bills. Believe me, that is the best time for you to learn about money, about how money works. That is the best time for you to equip yourself with financial literacy. Because if you wait till when you are married and you are not, by then your responsibilities go down choke. You would have a lot of responsibilities that while you are trying to make headway, something else is taking your money. Before you know, you have to pay children's school fees, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do that. So the best time is now, so that you prepare yourself. There is this saying that soldiers do not prepare, Soldiers do not prepare for battle in the battlefront. They prepare for battle before battle. I don't know if somebody is with me. So if you see any soldier that gets to the battlefront and is there that the soldier is still learning how to shoot gun, he's still trying to okay, what is this? AK-47. Now I set it before you know it, they would have killed him before he knows what. And unfortunately, see, let me tell you something. Sometimes I see some elderly people that are in their maybe 80s or 90s, and I see them, still doing some manual labor, still doing some manual jobs, and I'm like, no, 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 this is not right. Is that right? This is the age where you should see. Our lives is divided into stages, but let's not go into that. But this is the age where they should be resting. They should be reaping from their their retirement plans or from the legacy, financial legacy that they have built over time. But unfortunately, we see that's not the cases. That's not the case most of the time, rather. Let me tell you one more story. There's something that happened in the Bible that there was a rich man and then he had a son. The story of the prodigal son. Now, why the rich man held on to his money? Everything was growing, the money was growing, the business was growing, their cattle, their animal, everything was growing because of something. But then the prodigal son now saw it one day. I was like, me too, I can do all these things now. He now asked for his inheritance, and he asked for his inheritance. After asking for it, he went away into a far country. And see, it was just a matter of, I'm not even sure it was up to 1 year. A matter of months, he came back to his dad because he had squandered everything. What was the difference? Why was the money increasing in the hands of his father but reducing in the hands of the prodigal son? The difference there is financial literacy. Financial literacy. It is what one person knows that the other person does not know. And we're going to be looking at some of these things today. But before we go on, I would like to welcome everybody once. This is the Nest School of Finance. School of Finance, where we are learning the basics of personal finance, how to manage your money, how to set yourself for a financially abundant future. And I want to let you know that this is a school. While it is free because I really believe that every young person should be empowered with financial literacy. But while it is free, I would like you to know that it is a school. It is a school means that one, attendance is compulsory. So we are checking. Yes, because at the end you are going to have your assessments. You are going to be assessed. There's going to be an exam at the end, but don't worry. It's just to assess to know whether you actually paid attention or attention was paying you. Is that okay? So we are going to have an assessment that will come up on Saturday. But from now, today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be for learning. And trust me, you are going to have fun. So you won't even have to read for the exam. There's nothing to read because these are things that will stick. These are things that you can relate with. You just don't know probably that, okay, this is what this is. Is that okay? So please, it is a school. Get your writing materials. This is not just one class for lead generation. I'm not selling any product to you at the end of this class or anything. I just want to see people who are better at managing money, people who control money, not people that money control. Because I know how it feels, when everybody around you is struggling, and it's not meant to be like that. So you can break the yoke, you can break the jinx by starting early to equip yourself. The Bible says that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. So, and that knowledge is what we are about to get here. Is that okay? So, let's dive into it. What we have here is Introduction to Personal Finance. And in this, we are taking Module 1 and 2 today. In this Module 1, we are looking at money personality traits. Now, what do I mean by that? It means just a person's behavior when it comes to money. And you'll be surprised that many of us, we have different behaviors when we come around money. There are some people that control money. There are some people that money control. Is that okay? Please, I need activity on the Telegram group so that I can be sure that you can hear me at every point. So, like I said, what did I say? There are some people that control money, and there are some people that money control. So everybody has different behaviors when it comes to money. Everybody, and see, as we are doing this, I want you to assess yourself. Tell me where you belong. Now, when we talk about this money personality traits, it is okay. Someone says it's breaking from their own end. Can others hear me well? Let me know if it's from my end or if it's from your network. How about others? Is it breaking from your own end too?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Vera, maybe you have to, I don't know, find somewhere with a better network. Maybe you have to find somewhere with a better network. All right. So let's move on quickly because if you look at my slide, you can see that we have 21 pages to go through today. Now, okay. So let's now look at the different money personality trait. Remember, I'm going to share different ones. So as I'm saying, it be checking to know which one applies to you because at the end I will ask you, tell me your own. Is that okay? Please, I need activity on the chat. I need activity on the chat. All right, so let's move on. The first one that we have here on the money personality traits. Okay, yeah, I've already given this. This is your instinctive approach to spending. Four things: spending, saving, giving, and managing money. This is how people behave when it comes to spending, saving, giving, and managing money. And that most of the time it comes from your upbringing. For instance, someone that grows in a place where people spend money anyhow might end up spending money anyhow. Someone that grows in a place where they are akagon, you understand, in all those places where maybe if your dad is counting money and someone just knocks on the door, you just quickly pack the money under the bed. I don't know if anybody has experienced something like that. You pack the money under the bed, and then if someone comes, in fact, and funny enough, it doesn't even have to do with our parents alone. Sometimes it's even some of us are like that. When your allowance comes from home, you will just hide it, and then you and your friend will be talking. Your friend will be like, Omo, if you know how broke I am now. You too will be like, Omo, you know broke reach me. Oh. My own broke. Like you just keep saying some of all those kind of things. And in some cases, there are some people that they are very free with spend. Just build them, they will just drop money. So there are some people that spend, there are some people that their hands are tight. It comes from your experiences. For instance, imagine you have a friend that whenever money comes to you, two of you spend your money together. But when his own money comes, he now hides and spends it. When you now find out, you are now like, so that's how it is. Abi. From now, shishi, I know they drop. Is that okay? So it can come from beliefs, some mentalities we have about money. There are some people that have abundance mindsets when it comes to money. And that means that they believe that there will always be money. They just believe that there will always be money. And there are some people that have scarcity mindsets. Scarcity that they believe that this money I've seen, let me protect it with my life. Because if I release it now, I don't know where the next one is going to come from. So as you can see, many people have different. There are some people that you're going to be hearing a lot of things today. There are some people that their own is that when, especially some guys, right? Okay, I'll talk about guys, I'll talk about ladies too. So some guys, their own is that when they see money, they can have only 5K in their account and they will use 4K to go and spend on a girl that did not send them, or a girl that will still not say yes to them, a girl that will still abandon them. They will use today is our birthday. Let me take her shopping. And they will now after spending on the girl, and the girl will just reply with TNX. I don't know if you understand what I mean. The girl will just say thanks. Right? They will send money, they will do everything, and at the end they'll be looking at the thanks as they are drinking their gari. They'll go home and be drinking gari. Whereas the girl is flexing with their money. And there are some ladies on their own part that their last money they can use it to buy wig or any other accessory that they want to buy. They don't mind drinking gari. They'll just spend that last money on anything. So we are going to be seeing all this behavior, and we are going to see how you can change it. So your money habits are more than numbers. They are a reflection of your personality, your priority, and your values. So why are we looking at this? Is so that when you discover your behavior around money, you know, okay, do I need to adjust in this area? Do I need to adjust in this area? Do I need to adjust in this area? Is that okay? So let's go into, like I said, once I mention one and you think this one fits, you just let me know in the um in the chat box. Is that right? So that I'll know that you are following, and then so that we can make it interactive. So the first personality we have is the saver. The saver. The saver is a kind of person that is budget conscious, risk averse, good planner. So the saver can save for Africa. They can save. In fact, let's look at their strength. Their strength is that they are great at budgeting. That is, they can plan their money very well. These ones, any 1K that enter their account, they can plan it. Okay, I'm going to use 200 for this. I'm going to use 300 for this. I'm going to use 15 naira for this. I'm going to use this for this. There is no such thing. There's nothing that can come and affect that their plan. Is that right? I don't know if you've seen a scenario where someone tell, the money with me, I've already budgeted it for something. So these ones, they are always planning. They always plan, any money that comes, they will keep it. This is what I'm going to use it for. These ones, they can be, sometimes, they can be dying of hunger, but they will not want to touch the money in their account. They can have money in their account, so they are like, no, I'm saving it. So while they are dying of hunger, they will not touch the money. Sometimes, I'm just telling you everything about the saver. It has its good parts and its bad parts, right? I've talked about the good parts. They are great at budgeting. They know how to save. They know how to plan their money. They know how to plan their. They are not reckless spenders. That's the good part. But on the extreme part, they can be overly cautious and they struggle with generosity. In fact, they don't like giving because even if they have 20K in their account, even if they have 2 million in their account, they have already budgeted it. So even if you are dying in front of them of hunger, you are begging them, they'll be like, no, I don't have money. I've already budgeted the money with me. Oh, these ones, in fact, if they are saving for something, that's the worst part. If they are saving for something, they can, let's say they want to save to buy a shoe, they can starve themselves in order to get that shoe. So you see them, they'll be looking lean. They will not be eating very well. They will be eating only once a day. And even that once is only cornflakes that they will take, but they have 50K in their savings. And they're like, no, I want to use that money to buy a shoe. I don't know if you've experienced someone like this, or you know somebody like this. Just let me know in the comment section if you have experienced somebody like this. So these are the savers. They are often frugal. They know how to save. They know how to budget their money. They don't spend easily. These are the savers. Now we move on to the next, the spenders. Can you see my screen? Please let me know if you can see my screen and what you can see to be sure that is what I'm saying that is on the screen. So yeah, the spenders, is that what you are seeing? We are in for you right tonight. Okay. Yeah, okay. Michael, you can relate. Are you sure you can relate, or maybe that you are the one gone that we are talking about? Line one is blurry. Okay, is that from your network? Is it blurry to any other person? It's fine on my own end. Okay, all right. Okay, let's say she knows someone like that. There are some people like that too. They can trek from all the way to Calvary. He went for me. They can trek from Lagos to Ibadan. But you see that money in their account? No, they are not spending it. They already have something in mind that they want to use the money to do. Is that okay? These are the savers. So like I said, it has its good parts. It also has its extreme parts. Now let's move on. We have the spender. This one, Majayi Orimi. They will just, and you can you see the two people that we have there? These ones, we'll see. Let me enjoy my life. These ones, they have a mantra. And the mantra is, if you die tomorrow, someone else will spend your money. If you die tomorrow, someone else will eat your money. So enjoy today that you are still alive. This is the motto of the spenders. So what are the traits of these spenders? They enjoy shopping. They basically, we can say they enjoy buying things. Like it just gives them joy. I know a lady that has this, like she doesn't need the thing, but just buying stuff and bringing it at home just gives her joy. She just feels okay. She just feels good about it. So this is another money personality trait. The spenders, they just enjoy spending money and they live in the moment. You can't bother them with what will you eat tomorrow. That one is not their business. They will tell you that tomorrow will take care of itself. Let us worry about today first. So the spenders, they can spend their last 2k. Not that everybody, as normally as Nigerians, we always have that last 2k in our account, that no matter what, even if you spend your last 2k, the last 2k will still be in your account, right? As Nigerians, we always have, like, but these ones, they can spend their accounts down to zero. They'll be like, whoa, only one life that you have. And who can tell me what are those quotes that they used to say whenever they want to spend their money to zero? There are some kind of things that they say to just encourage themselves or to just make themselves feel good when they are about to spend their last 2k. Does anyone know any of those quotes? Or should I give it to you? Some of those quotes, there are some things they used to say that, okay, if I perish, I perish. That is one of them. What is another one? Those ones, they just, see, let me buy what I want to buy. If I perish, I perish. There's one that is coming to my mind, but I don't want to say it yet. I want to see if any other person can say it, or any other person knows it. God no go shame us. You guys are coming. God no go shame us. This life is just once. This life. You guys know. I think someone says last card checkup. Okay, this life is one. Enjoy it while it lasts. Okay. What of this one? I cannot come and kill myself. There are some people that say that one that let's just spend this money and just ones are prone to impulse spending. They are often spontaneous. That is, they can spend on something they did not plan for. They can spend on something. So, let me give this scenario. Do you know this scenario of, you might not have seen it, but it must have happened to you, because I think it happens to the best of us, right? So this scenario that you go to the market, there's one thing you planned for to buy in the market, but you are coming back from the market, you are coming back with 5 things. If you can relate, please say you can relate on that box. Like, this is just one thing. Let me just go and buy onions. You now reach there. You now see Capri Sun. You now see, what's the name of this biscuit? You shall see one biscuit there. You now see a Dudu. You see, it has happened to me that one time I went to the market just to buy bread. I carried so many things to come back on my way back, and it's only bread that I want to buy. Thank God you guys are coming out now. So this is the life of the spender. They are often spontaneous and they are prone to impulse spending. They are just walking. They just walk past one suya man, and the smell of that suya, the aroma just past their nose. Before you know it, I'm craving suya. You see all these people that used to crave. They can just be scrolling through WhatsApp status and just see somebody that posted shawarma. Before you know it, I'm craving shawarma. The thing was not in their mind before. They just saw the picture. All of a sudden, they started craving shawarma. These are spenders. And it's not just that they will crave it, so they will order it. They'll be like, if I perish, I perish. They will order the shawarma. So what are their strengths? The strength, they have the good side though. They are generous. Yeah, they can give. They can buy for their friends. If they are buying, they will just buy for their friends too. They can pay transport for their friend. Another thing about them is they love to enjoy life. They enjoy their life. They are not depressed. They just and they are not afraid to spend on other people. Yeah, I've said this. They are not afraid to spend on people and to get experiences. They are not, let's just spend. Their weaknesses, I've said it, they are prone to impulse buying and they may neglect long term savings. Let me tell you an example of a spender. It doesn't mean a spender will not save. Has it ever happened to you that you had money today? You now say, okay, I'm going to save this one. And you go and put it in your piggy vest. 24 hours later, you see something you want to buy. You go and remove it back from the piggy vest. Who has it happened to here? Confess your sins. Right? So the thing about spenders is they don't do long-term savings. They can say, okay, I want to save for this thing, I want to save for a shoe. And it will take me 1 month to save for that shoe. On the third day, they'll go and break that colo. They'll go and break that colo. They'll tell you, that person where they're alive, they wear shoe. Or it might not even be to it. They might want to spend it on something else. So these are the spenders. They don't do long-term savings. All right, let's move on to the next. The risk takers. The risk takers or the investors. Now, these ones are entrepreneurial. They love opportunities. They love to invest. They always love opportunities where, okay, they put their money into something and they get returns. That's the investor for you. And they are fond of taking risk. So, do you have that friend that is always sending you link? And what is usually in the link is, please, help me to register on this thing. If you register, you will take your welcome bonus. You just register with 2K. Then you now take welcome bonus of 700. Then if you are just logging in every day, you'll be getting bonus. Then at the end of the month, you now get your 2K back plus the bonus. If you have a friend like this, can you drop a comment in the comment section? Or if you have someone that is used to this, can you drop something? Or are they not here? You know someone that they just love those kind of opportunities. There are many. They just love those kind of opportunities. I just register with my link. Once you register with my link, you get this, you get that, you get that, you get that. They'll tell you, see, this thing is makes sense. So if you just put 5K at the end of the month, you will get extra 20K on top 5K. Don't worry, we are still going to come to that. Because in the end, most of these things are just Ponzi schemes. They are just Ponzi schemes. Now, on the good part of this, it's not just on the good. Now, let me tell you something. See, this is how you know whether an investment scheme is legit or not. The ROI it gives you, no legitimate investment gives you 100% ROI. I'm telling you. In fact, the best ROI is around 18. In fact, around, let's say, 14 to 18% per annum. That is per year. Your investment will increase only about 14 to 20. 20 is even high. Let's say 13 to 18, 17% per year. You know that is a good investment. But you see all these ones that will tell you get 100% of your money in the next 1 month. What happens to them is all of them ends up eventually crashing. Why? Because that business model is not sustainable. And this is what they usually do. What they usually do is they take Peter's money and use it to pay Paul. So, for instance, if the first person registers and brings in his own money, right, the second person registers, they'll use the second person's money to pay the first person. Now, when the second person wants to withdraw his own money, they'll use the third person's money to pay the second person. So they are just moving it like that. Now, there will now be a time that people want to withdraw their money, but they do not have enough money to pay everybody because everybody wants to withdraw. A lot of people wants to withdraw at the same time. What now happens? The thing now crashes. So that is why you should be wary of anybody that is there. Because see, if you will understand in this boot camp, if you understand how money works, you know that money does not increase that fast too. Because you have to use money to work. Now, let's say you want to start a business. It's not the day you start the business, the day you buy all the markets you want to buy. You might not be able to sell everything that day. So someone is now telling you that after 2 weeks, you will get 100% of your money back. Bro, run for your life. All right, but let's get back to it. Now, these investors, they can also, in fact, they Even if they have 2K, they can invest that 2K in their cowrywise. Like they'll go to investments on cowrywise or investments on piggy vest. They just like the idea of, okay, if I invest, I'm going to get some money back. So there are good sides of it and there are the bad sides of it. But the thing about them is they are confident with money. They're always looking for opportunities. So they know that, don't worry, this money that is leaving me is not a waste. If I put it into something, one way or the other, it will come back to me. So the problem now is that sometimes they find good investment opportunities, sometimes they don't find good and they could lose their money, but they don't mind. They're ready to take that risk. They will tell you no risk, no reward. So they are ready to take the risk. Now, their weaknesses, they may take unwise risks and they usually lack backup plan. They don't usually, in fact, sometimes they hardly even do their checks. They don't check very well. They just hear, so this person did this and okay, let me do it too. Let me do it too. And then they just jump in. Sometimes it might backfire. Is that okay? So let's move on to the next, the security seeker. This person is very rigid with money. Very rigid. You can't stress them with money. They plan their money just like the savers. They plan their money and they're always thinking about the future. They're always thinking about the future. They're always thinking about the future. They are disciplined. So, for instance, now, if they see something, they'll first of all check their list. Okay, what important things do I have to do with my money? If there are important things that need to be done, they will not spend that money on something else. They will keep it for that important thing. So, they're always planning for their future. They always, for some of them, they can be like while they are still working, they are already planning for their retirement fund. In fact, some of them start saving for their school fees immediately they pay the previous one. So if they just pay school fees today, they will already start planning for the next school fees now. So as they are making money, they are taking away a little part of it to save for the future. They are always saving for the future because they seek security. They want to be secure, right? They seek security. They don't want anything to catch them unawares. Is that okay? So this is that about the security seeker. Their weakness is they may struggle with generosity. So they don't give easily because all their money has been planned for. All their money has been put into one place or the other. And they fear taking, they are the opposite of risk takers. They are the opposite of risk takers. They don't take any risk. You come and tell them, click this link, deposit 2K and everything. They'll be like, In fact, some of them are even wary of things like cowrywise. On the extreme side, they are, these ones I don't trust. Do you know that a lot, although it's because OPay is now popular, do you know that it was difficult to convince some people to use OPay back then before it got popular? I don't know if you struggled, maybe our parents. Like I remember when I was trying to convince my dad during COVID, during a cashless period, telling him to switch to OPay. He was like, that is not sure of all these things before his money will go and disappear. I was saying, no, your money is a bank. He asked me where is their office. I said, no, they just have one office at their headquarters. It was like, this one that if something happen, if his money hanging, where will he go and lodge complaint? So like it actually took a lot. It actually took a lot to call. So security seekers, they don't take risks with their money. Someone is saying he was part of them. They take risks with their money. They are very diligent. They are very diligent. They are very meticulous. They are very disciplined when it comes to handling their money. Oh, yeah. Someone says he still has issues with that concerning OPay. So like they don't give in easily. They're like, what are you saying? All right, let's move on to the next. Now we have the flyers. What do you see about the flyers here? They avoid thinking, they don't used to think about money. They just go with the flow. Nothing concerns them. You can't stress them with money. In fact, if they see this class, School of Finance, learn how to, they will not register. They're like, life is not that hard. This, that. Why should I be? Why should I be this, that? I don't know if you get like there are some people that if you ask them, okay, what is your plan for the future? They're like, "Well, when the future comes, we'll worry about the future." Is that okay? They see, left to them, they will live their life. And most times, these people they don't have money. I'm very serious. Most times they're usually broke, but they are not bothered. Do you get what I'm saying? Most times they are usually broke, but they are not bothered. Because they are not people like me. When we get to that, they are not people like me that see anytime my money is just reducing or it just gets if it pass one level, I'll start panicking. I'll be like, Jesus, I need to I need to get a client, I need to do this. I'll be like, wait, which customer told me they will get back to me that hasn't gotten back to me? Let me go and check up on now let me go and check up on the customer. You understand? Which Kini? See, there are some people that see when they don't have money. For instance, there's someone that maybe if he has only 50K left in his account, he will start panicking. But there are some people that even if it's 200 naira that is in their account, they don't send. They're like, you go where? You know go where? They don't see money is the least of their problem. They don't have money, but money is the least of their problem. So these ones, they are easygoing, they are not materialistic, they value relationship over things, and they give too. They give like easily. They give easily. Okay, let me not say this, but imagine that someone gives you money for school fees. Someone gives you money for school fees, you use it to go and sow seed in church. Okay, so these are those kind of people. They they don't bother. They don't bother whether they are broke or not. It's not really a problem to them. It's not really a problem to them. They just want to let's just live life. Just live life and just move on. So their weaknesses, they may ignore important money details. They lack financial goals. What is your financial plan for the next 1 year? For the next 6 months? Concern them. They have no business with all those ones. Now you they worry about money. And they often say things like person will go rich, person will go poor, go poor. All those kind of things. Person will go they'll tell you it's not about hard work, Jare. And there are also people that say things like, see, oh, okay. I'll say this in the next module, but there are people that say things like, see, don't worry too much. Don't worry too much. Just what will be, will be. What will be. So that they can tell you that you can just wake up tomorrow and one opportunity will just come like that and you become a millionaire. So why are you bothering yourself? Why are you learning all these things? Why are you stressing yourself? Those ones, that is them for you. That is them for you. Okay, so I think these are all the. Okay, there's one last one. Do you remember this guy's face? Do you remember this guy's face? Where did we see him earlier in this slide? As what? Under what kind of money personality? Who will remind us? Under what kind of money personality that we saw this guy before? Odogu spender. Odogu spender, very good. So, and then they spend pass. Thank you. Please, as much as possible, let's make it engaging. Let's make it interactive. It encourages me when you are responding. Is that okay? It encourages me when you are responding. So now you can see his face after all the spending. He has land basic. So the debtors, they borrow a lot. They borrow a lot. They're always looking for, please borrow me 2K. Please borrow me this. Please borrow me. They're always borrowing. In fact, they can borrow from 5 people at the same time. They can borrow from 5 people at the same time. They borrow, the debtors, they're always owing somebody. They are always owing somebody. And another thing about them is they often delay in paying back. They often delay in paying back. One of the things about these debtors is they can have money, but they will not pay back the money they borrowed. They can have money, but they will not pay back. the money they borrowed. So now you go come they pursue them. How far now? Where's the money I borrowed you? They're like, don't worry, I'll pay later. I'll pay later. I'll pay. They will not want to pay, and they might have money. So these are the debtors. And then they have very poor habits when it comes to spending money. Just to that them, because sometimes now you go tired to they pursue them about. So they are spontaneous when spending money. They have poor habits. Like they are impulse spenders most of the time. They don't know, they're always living beyond their means. What it means to be living beyond their means is they always carry waiting past them, right? They're always buying things they can't afford. Now, let me say this thing at this point. The fact that you have money in your accounts does not mean you can afford something. No. Is that okay? Because you have 50K in your account and something is 45K. If you have 50K and something is 45K, you can't afford it. You can't afford it. Is that okay? So these ones, they're always buying things they can't afford. They're always going to places they don't have, they can't afford. Sha. That's their way of life. Now, it's just that they don't do it nowadays. Do you know the era? How many of you have been born back then? In that era of some people come to their WhatsApp status and post who go sub for me by. How many of you experienced that period? People that used to come on their status to ask for who is sub for them. If you people did not experience it, it means you people came when life is good though. There used to be a time that some people they just come on their WhatsApp status and be like, who go sub for me? So the thing is, those ones they are spending time online, but they can't afford the data they are using to spend time on that online. They are buying things that they are okay, you still see it, right? They are buying things that they can't afford. They are buying shawarma of 4K when they know that in fact, do you know that these people they are very good with storytelling? Check under their strengths. One of their strengths is they have creative ways of handling financial crisis, and they are very good at getting money from you. They can come and borrow money from you to use it to go and buy shawarma. And the story they will tell you, you too, you will be moved. In fact, if they ask you for 4K, you give them 6K. You don't know that they have plans. So these people in fact, these people, once you, okay, very good. They are also very good with WhatsApp messages. They are also very good with WhatsApp message. They will craft one message for you and be like, I've not eaten for the past 2 days. If I can just see 500 naira from you. Inside my mind, I used to wonder, what will 500 naira do for this person now? Now, let me set a balance to this. It does not see that someone asks you for money or financial assistance at a point does not mean the person is a debtor. But a debtor is because, of course, things happen and, sometimes you might not have cash at hand. But the thing about debtors is their own is chronic. Their own is chronic, like every time. And later you see them spending money or splurging money in another place. Before you know it, they are back to being broke. They are back to borrowing. So they are the urgent 2K people. Please, can I see urgent 2K from you? And their weaknesses, of course, they lack financial discipline. They have high financial stress, and they don't even have any focus for the future. They are just thinking that people will sponsor my future. All right. So now we are done with the money personality traits. Let's look at the things we looked about. We looked at the saver, the spender, the risk taker, the security seeker, the flyer, the debtors. Now, like I said, it's not a must that you belong to one. There are sometimes your own might be a mix of maybe this and that. So you might be a spender and a risk taker. You might be a saver and a debt and a debtor. So now let me hear you in the chat. Can you tell me from what you've read now, what do you think your own money personality is? So we have how many people on the call? We have 14 people on the call. So let me hear you. Everybody type. From what you've seen, what do you think? Of course, it might not be accurate, but okay, from what you've seen now, what do you think might be your own money personality traits? So let's hear you. Okay. Fred Don is a saver. Good. Saver and security seeker. All right. I'm still waiting to see the spenders. A combination of saver and I did tilt between two. Of course, say the two. Okay, you are a saver and a risk taker. Okay, how many people have commented now? Saver and spender. Okay, there's no flyer here. All of you used to, okay, spender and saver. All of you used to worry about money. Is there no flyer here? The spender. Okay, the spender even came with two exclamation marks. Okay, saver and spender. All right. What else? What else? What else? What else? Before we move to the second module, I don't know if I informed you guys earlier. The classes will be from 7 o'clock to 8:30, or maybe around 8:15. So we just have like about 30 more minutes. So just hold on. All right. Who else is talking? Everybody at comfort. I've not seen you. What is your own personality trait? Spender, but more of a security seeker. All right, all right, all right. Who else? Who else? Who else? Okay. So the reason why we've done this, comfort is typing now. The reason why we've done this is so that you would know your money behavior and you know how to adjust. Remember, like I said, there is no one that is bad. Spender. There's no one that is bad completely, but each one has its own extreme. There's the good side, there's the bad side. You see that even debtors have good side. They are generous in nature and they have creative ways to handle financial crisis. Is that okay? So, okay, we have spender, spender, saver, and spender. All right. So that is very good. That is very good. So now that you know your money personality trait, you become conscious of it. It helps you. You become conscious of it. It helps you to know when to understand your behavior and to know how to adjust so that even if you are a spender, you know how to tilt it, even if you are a risk taker. Okay, a chalupa spender. Nice. So you know how to tilt it, you know how to adjust it so that you are able to what's the word now? So that you are able to so that you are not on the extreme side. Let me just put it that way. So now we've come to the end of the first module, which is money personality traits. We are going to be moving directly to the second module in just about 2 minutes. But before then, please, I need you guys to do something. I want you to take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this. Yeah, a screenshot of your screen. Now you can take a screenshot. Then at the end of the session, not now, at the end of the session, but you can take the screenshot now. I want you to go to your status and just type what you've learned today. What you've learned today. So now we are moving on to something else which is very important, which is faulty money mindsets.